Something we have always struggled with is the assumptions that people make about what it must be like living in a resort. You guys have it made, life must be a holiday 100% of the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the lovely Laura Lee. You feeling that summer magic? I know you do.
Blue eyes like the skies on such a clear day. Paradise in my mind and all around me. Water fights in the night, me and my babe. Sweet summertime, summertime. Toes in the sun, I'm forgetting all I was planning. From Malibu to Miami, I'm on my way. I'm feeling all of this magic, the sun is freaking fantastic. I got my sugar ray blasting through yesterday. You got me feeling so hot up in the summertime.
Well, that utopian fantasy is not our reality at all, and we wouldn't want it to be. Importantly though, there are many facets of vacation life that are in our face every single day. It's up to us to take those things as simple reminders of how we could live our life. Seth Godin once said, "Instead of wondering when your next vacation is, maybe you should set up a life that you don't need to escape from." It's a life that we lean into passionately. If we can find a way to get out and do the incredible things that our visitors here do each and every day, then we're automatically shifted into vacation mode, yet in the comfort of our very own home. So although we're managing a large staff, we work 16-hour days, and these resort faces are ready to turn on at any point in the day, we live this super cool reality that we do not take for granted. The heavy question for us is, how do we portray our life to you guys online accurately in a way that will inspire you, but also be relatable? Because really, at the end of the day, we're just another family doing our best to live our best life with our kids.
We're about to go on a night dive.
A night dive?
We're going to go on a night dive. We want to see a crayfish on the reef.
A crayfish on the reef? Well, and what else do you think we might see?
I think the fish and the puffer fish that bump into the wall.
On earth are we going to see all these things, Arlo?
Because we just saw.
But how are we going to see them if it's dark?
Who's been eating their pumpkin?
Nobody.
But how are we going to see them if it's dark?
We're using torches.
What? Torches underwater? Well, that is pretty cool. And Arlo, how old are you when you're going for your first night snorkel?
4.
And Philly, how old are you?
I'm 3.
Wow. What are we waiting for?
Night. Probably any kid in the whole world that went for a night snorkel, even older than us.
Whoa, guys. Look at this, Arlo. Look at the sunset. Wow.
So this is entirely prompted by our children, having watched our night diving video the other day. And
Which you can watch up here.
yeah, they really wanted to go night diving, and who could say no to those two faces and brave kids? Amazing.
Want to see?
Crayfish too.
Oh, so just crayfish are the only thing we're going to see the whole dive?
Maybe we'll see a hammerhead.
A hammerhead at night.
Yeah, how cool would
A
that be?
hammerhead at night.
Just calling it. You never know.
We'll find something else in this place.
Look, I think my heart rate would even go up a little bit with a hammerhead at night.
No, it's totally safe.
Totally safe. A little bit different to daytime snorkeling. Okay, you have to stay a little bit closer to Mummy and Daddy. Philly, you're going to be with Mummy. Okay, and if anything goes wrong, we stay calm and you just tell us what's going wrong. If you've got water in your snorkel or something like that, okay?
We just
Just say,
tip it out.
just tip it out
Yep.
So the fish can be.
so the fish can...
The fish going to be sleeping.
Alright. Alright.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Mary.
Bye. Look at you. Good morning.
Yeah.
Our kids kids usually eat dinner at around 5:30 p.m. and then they would be in bed by sunset, which is currently at about 6:30 p.m. So in order to keep everyone moving for this dive, we were on site by dusk. This meant that we would enter the water with some light, give everyone's eyes a chance to adjust before turning on our torches. It was actually a very stunning time to be out on the reef. The water was alive with thousands of tiny animals. At the end of this dive, as this super strange worm appeared, we noticed areas of recently damaged coral reef. More on that coming later in this episode.
Yeah. Oh, we got the squiggly wiggly coldy woldies, Mary.
Two squiggly wiggly coldy woldies. That was fun, hey? Do we need a warm shower? One for a squiggler here.
Ah, it's a squid. So.
No, we saw octopus.
Oh, okay.
That was this huge wormy.
Six white boomers, snow white boomers.
little toys Mommy mixed up with the old man kangaroo pulling Santa Claus on the sled.
I'm not sure, buddy.
We'll have to clarify that one in the morning, mate.
Have your milk.
I think they were. He was.
Good milk, darling.
What do you reckon, are they?
Good night, camera. Is it worth it? Are you guys brave?
Do you think that if other kids should try doing what you did? What did you think about it? Well, tell them what you think.
I think it's good.
Alright, I think that's all we've got left in this tonight. What should we say
Everyone's
tonight?
ready for bed.
Instead of just Liana, we should say
Ipuliana.
1, 2, 3.
Ipuliana.
Philly and I are heading off to do some job checks this morning. There's a bunch of little jobs going on around the place. We need to lift some of the new hammocks up in the new bungalows, and going to go up to Chyla and check how the progress is going, hey? Alright, cool. Oh, what's over here, Philly? What's in front of me?
But
Our bats have moved across to the other house. Let's show everyone the bats. There you guys. Whoa! Ah! 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 Oh no, we can't get out! Quick, we're gonna get hit by a bat! Come on, guys! Oh no! What happened? Oh no! We can't get by, sorry, bats! Oh, quick, they've gone! Go! Right, they're back. Okay. It's alright, they'll be able to go back home now. Oh.
how can I put my back on?
That was pretty funny, man. Sure thing, let's go. Are you ready? Oh. Spin around. Oh. Alright. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Alright, now we're off to go check the job. You want
This one.
this one here?
I
Oh,
can show the camera.
you want to show the camera? Okay. See, beautiful flower, isn't it?
That was a funny but not funny.
This is a funny. Why is it called a funny, Philly?
It's a little bud.
It is a little bud, isn't it? So why is it called a funny though?
But some days the funnies turn into hibiscus.
Yep. I don't think they will if we pick them. Look, honestly, by the time we get 20 metres along the path, I look like a decorated crab taking you for a walk. You got things planted all over me. For those of you who don't know what a decorated crab is, it's a crab that plants sponges and anemones and all sorts of little things on its back to be camouflaged on the reef. We saw one the other night. Check out the video, it's up here. Alright, so this is the new path, obviously, that we made for the entrance to all our new bungalows.
Some
And
days they get a dead bomb.
you got a dead...
No, some days the adults get them bombs on the plane.
We do, that's a good story. Having finished this path now, it really is just the magical little touch that I was really hoping for to actually like introduce you to the new bungalows and just like define this as a whole new area in the resort. Really, really happy with the outcome, the result. Ten, no, give him. But should bang go through. No, him should know small. I think small one. Use him. Check him. Got 10. Yeah. Go. All right. Let's see. You got a dead foot. You got a dead foot. I don't think I've ever met anyone in my entire life who loves a dead foot more than you. We're adjusting the height of our hammocks because our bums were on the ground in the hammocks, weren't they? They're too low. Let's try it out. Is it a good one? Pretty comfy. We need one of these at our new house. Head. Whoa! Philly, look, we got a ceiling. Woohoo! Look up. Wow, there's a ceiling. There's a ceiling. Woo! Okay. Let's go over the top of these timbers here. Whoa. Yeah. Mummy's here! What a surprise!
Hello, you two.
Hello, hello.
That was a good little trial visit.
Yep.
Things are happening.
Things are going so well up there.
Woohoo!
Very cool.
We got walls going on. Oh my goodness. Just came up to find Jason. Been calling him all morning and he hasn't answered because he was at Tyler. Won't it be great when no one can reach us? We are making bread at the house and Philly's helping me. We do a lot of our cooking here actually. Thank goodness for the Thermomix. But I quite like making our own seeded bread. Very whole grainy, wholesome-y, delicious. This is essentially our entire kitchen. I have a Thermomix, which is amazing, don't get me wrong, love it. But can only use it regularly now that we're running on the big generator because the power on the small generator was not really doing it. And then we have a sink. My pantry is under here. And I keep most things in the fridge because otherwise they get ants. And then let's show everybody. Philly, let's show you. No, don't climb on me, darling. I'm trying to. We're sitting on the kids' bathroom step. But if you come over here, I'll show you my actual pantry, which is a couple of boxes, pretty much. This is where I keep some extra cloths, and then we have some pantry items in there. And then what's in the fridge, we have a coffee machine and a toaster which live in the drawer. It's a very small space, and although it works for us right now, it's getting to the point where it's pretty frustrating, but I think it's also because I know what's coming with the new kitchen and I'm so excited for the new kitchen. So anyway, that's my kitchen. We also have to time our cooking in with when the oven's on up top. Because the cooks are baking for the resort this morning. I don't want to waste gas. We have really big gas ovens, so we'll do the 150-meter walk up to the kitchen, put the bread in its tin, let it rise, and yeah, that's how it works here. What's for lunch, Bobby?
Veg curry
And
cocoa rice.
woohoo! And some nice looking biscuits.
Cocoa rice.
Coconut rasi.
Ooh, there's cookies in there too. Whoa, man, you're a bit excited. What are we doing? Philly, what are we doing?
Let's go snorkel.
A rescue snorkel, yeah!
What are we rescuing?
Let's go some coral. Let's go some coral.
So last night we went for a night dive, and on our night dive we noticed that after a storm we had recently, it has broken some of our beautiful staghorn coral that's growing on the Chyla reef, which you've seen in another episode linked here. It's a beautiful reef, and often what can happen is when the coral breaks off, sometimes if it lands in the right position or it finds a way to grow back into the rock, then it might regrow. But we're going to go and help out some of the bigger pieces that have fallen upside down. So we're going to try and turn them over, and then we're going to harvest a few broken pieces and bring them around to this side and see if we can grow them on a structure on this reef as a way to start gardening some coral. Which is
Cool,
pretty
man.
cool. And we also saw a couple of crown thorns, so we're going to nab those as well.
We've also got some of the guests coming along. They're really keen to come and see just what we do. So we do this on a regular basis. If a plate coral, for example, gets picked up by a big wave and just plopped upside down, simply just by reinverting and re-establishing in the coral, that will save that coral and it will survive. So, I love you. Got your snorkel gear, dude? Yeah, come down here and put it on. We've got lots of stuff to carry. number of Operation Coral Rescue.
It is sad to see the impact of a single storm on any coral reef. To keep things in perspective, this happens over and over. High winds of a storm produce powerful waves that can result in a surge of water with such force that they can turn over entire coral heads. The more delicate branching corals such as staghorn are more susceptible to breakage and may even be reduced to rubble because of a storm. The reef here is exposed to the north, and so it's not surprising for us to see this kind of mild damage. However, our recent discovery of this brilliant patch of healthy coral reef motivated us to attempt this rescue. We do not encourage anyone to touch corals or attempt the removal of crown of thorns starfish, as done incorrectly can cause damage to the reef and to you. For any coral that is displaced and its reach for the sunlight affected, the coral colonies will begin to stress and evict their algae, which is why we are seeing large white patches of the remaining coral skeleton. Hopefully, by returning the corals right way up, they may stand a chance for recovery, with the coral colony and its mutualistic algae partners now able to once again photosynthesize to create energy for another day. Some corals will regenerate, others may not. Many of the large plate corals you're seeing here look to be in pretty bad shape. The smaller pieces can be easily turned over, and with a little time and good luck, they can embed themselves into the reef once again and thrive once more as healthy coral colonies.
We actually brought back some pieces of coral that were rolling around on the reef in the rubble there that have broken off from larger colonies, and we are going to replant them out the front of our house here to see if we can regenerate some different coral species on this reef here.
Make sure you join us in the next episode as we name these little beauties, give them a new home, and start our very first experiment with coral gardening. Every single day we make very intentional decisions to allow our family to have experiences here that some people only ever get to experience when they're on holidays, and some people maybe never get to experience. Our kids at just 3 and 4 years old are doing incredibly brave and extraordinary things every single day. And to me, that's incredible. It's just amazing. I'm so proud of the kids for being interested and enthusiastic about nature in the way that we are, and it just makes me really happy to share it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you leave us a like, subscribe if you're new here, and we will see you in the next video. Liana!